I'm excited today because we are headed down to the dermatology location that I go to get Vbeam done on my face.
Disclaimer, this is for educational purposes. This information is to help other women, not to bear at all. It's alarming that YouTube suppresses helpful content for females, claiming sexual content. I spend an insane amount of hours blurring any nudity to ensure I'm not in violation. There is an attack on useful, real information from real sources. I love giving you the real deal. Please help me combat this attack by sharing this video series with as many of your friends as possible, because I want to continue sharing with you in a candid and true manner. Thank you, my friends.
If you watch my mommy makeover videos, you know that I utilize this Vbeam on my scars, and I think it drastically helped with the vessel dilation, which reduces the redness and helps keep your scar tinier and thinner. The Vbeam can also be used other areas of your body, like the face, to reduce redness and vessel dilation. We're going to be going across my cheeks and over my nose, and I'm super excited to see what happens. Supposedly, you can be swollen for a week, so I'm going to take you through the process. I can't film it, unfortunately, but I'll show you my face in the office before and immediately after, and then we'll see how long it takes to recover and if we notice any results. This camera is so fun. The face tracking on it's amazing, and I love it for blogging. I link to it below. All right, we just arrived, and I'm going to run inside and check out what this Vbeam is all about. I can't wait to see the improvements.
Sabía que eso era lo mío. Radicamos en San Diego, en la Angelina, el Jalecito. Siempre listo y bien activo, saben que soy un peligro. Con Dios bien encomendado por si hay un imprevisto. A mi jefe lo atoraron los gringos que son llamados. Le tocó la mala al viejo, pero nunca nos rajamos.
Okay, so my face was just planed off because I had on sunscreen. There's the machine behind me. And like I said, I can't film during the procedure. And we're treating in my cheeks and across my nose. I'm going to show you right now what my skin is looking like. And I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. Okay, that was so much more intense than I thought. Like when it's firing on you, you think it's ablative, but it's not. You can see that I'm already a little red from it. Okay, we're gonna see how this starts to heal up and how much I swell over the next few hours. Literally thought it was like a CO2 laser, the way it feels. Like it just feels like it could be super ablative, but it's not.
Well, you did great.
Oh, thank you.
You made it look easy.
So I just got back in the car after leaving the office, and you can see how red it is, but it's not like horrible. At first, it felt like, wow, this is really intense. Feels like it's burned. It feels like maybe I did a TCA peel. It has that feeling to it. Because of that feeling of a TCA peel, I said, is this going to peel off? And she said, no, it'll just get kind of red like this, and then like that will dissipate and maybe get swollen. Some people can get bruised. I know that with my last session on the tummy tuck scar, it did crust a little bit, but I don't think this will. Okay, I have some errands to run, so I'm going to go do those now, and then I'll be home later. It's been 2 hours since I had the laser done. I'm back at home now. You can see that the redness is subsiding, and I don't think I'm going to swell, which is exciting. Although I was looking forward to the more plumper looking face of swellings. One of my favorite things to do is leg compressions, and I love these ones, so I've been using them every day and I look forward to them. And so while I'm reading and learning about peptides right now, I'm doing these leg compressions, which really help with my circulation and moving blood through my legs. It's been almost 5 hours since I had the laser treatment, and although my face feels completely fine now, it doesn't hurt. There's no burning sensation that kind of feels like after a TCA peel or a deep acid peel. That's completely subsided. What I'm noticing now is you can see modeling in my face from where the laser went and created, obviously, inflammation. Because it's a little head, it's being moved around, right? So that's the reason you kind of see the modeling, because it's not necessarily going over the entire face. I mean, she did do a really good job of just like trying to stay consistent, but she's looking for vessels to hit to reduce redness. So you can see why she would move it around and choose certain areas of my face based on where I had vessels that were close to the surface or broken or creating redness in my face. 5 hours out, it feels good. Yes, a little mottled. I can deal with that. I just woke up, so this is the next morning. You can see the swelling underneath my eyes, which I'm super excited about because that area needs lots of work. I also had that bruise or big vessel there. So the inflammation and the laser can create more density because there's trauma done to the skin. So it's going to build new tissue as it heals, which will then help camouflage the vessels that you start to see underneath your eyes as you lose fat pads from aging or weight loss. Overall, it feels great. Like, yes, a little bit of swelling up here underneath my eyes. So it kind of feels like there's something in your eye, but it's fine. Then the face just feels a little bit bumpy. You know, there's undulation in the skin just from where the areas of the skin that got hit by the laser are. But overall, I don't feel like I look super red. It's not super swollen. I like it. It's amazing. I just finished that walk and talk live that I do here on YouTube now, where I just talk about what's going on and the things that I'm experiencing and do my best to chat and engage with you guys and answer questions. So if you ever want to see that, it's linked below. Afterwards, this is what my face is looking like. So it's 10:30 in the morning. The swellingness underneath my eyes is starting to come down. It's been 24 hours since I had the Vbeam done, and you can see what my face is looking like right now. The swelling is continuing to decrease. I think you guys get it, that your face is really compromised after a laser experience like the Vbeam, and you need to protect your skin. It's so important to wear sunscreen. Now we're protected and can go out. You can see the modeling has definitely gone down in my face, but the thing that I'm the most excited about is, like, look at my under eyes. They're still a little puffy, but it's kind of amazing. It's so nice and tight, and you can see that it's really helped mitigate the darkness. Now, this is going to fade down, and I'm sure we'll see in the next couple days that it's going to just flatten out. The immune response, the growth that's going to take place here over the next few months, super excited about. Because the modeling has gone down and I'm headed to church, I'm going to put on some makeup. So let's see how this goes. Starting with our ever important SPF. I'm really enjoying this Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury because it's super light. So it's more like a skin tint rather than a heavy foundation. I will say I wish they put it in a pump. I don't understand this doe foot thing. It's like I'm constantly trying to paint the product on my face. Wet sponge. I literally just pat this in everywhere. I'm not looking for full coverage, just a polish that helps mitigate any harsh differences in my skin. The wet sponge helps move the product by giving it more volume, essentially, and the sponge sucks up less product. Like watercolors. Next, let's use the Westman Atelier contour stick in Biscuit. This color is great for me. Because I have a really tall forehead, I like to give a lot of shadow, and I push it into my hairline to help mitigate the look of thinner hair. Pop it into my eyes, a little bit on the side, a little bit under my lip. I'm not very specific about this. I'm just smashing it into my face. This is what's amazing about cream formulas. Next is cheeks. This is the Fenty Beauty Bikini Martini color. So pretty. Just take my sponge, get some on it. I like to start putting blush on the side, kind of higher by my temple, because then when you look at the side of your face, you see the color, but you don't see it like crazy intense. Now we're gonna set it all with some powder. I'm just using that sponge again. Push this powder into my face. This is the Natasha Denona 02 Rhea. It's a shimmer and a blush powder. Let's intensify our brows. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Perfect Brow Pencil in medium brown. Flip it over, take that spoolie, better. Curl our eyelashes. Mascara, I'm gonna use the Tubing Mascara by Blink. I'm using the original. Remember, if you get mascara on your upper eyelids, which does happen, especially with the tubing because it takes a minute to dry, let it dry on your eyelids, then take a spoolie and you're just gonna scratch it off. This is the NARS Turkish Delight Lip Gloss. I've used this since I was in college. Love it. One last press with the sponge. One last swipe with the spoolie to remove any mascara. You have to let it dry or it'll do that. I love this brow wax from Benefit. It just kind of helps laminate your brows so that the hairs stand up a little bit more and look stronger and fluffier and more youthful. Okay, I think we're ready to go to church with our face 36 hours after Vbeam. All right, so it's well over 48 hours since we had the Vbeam peel. I just got back from Super Bowl. I took off the polish up that I did for church today, and you can just see that my face definitely gone down in swelling. This area is still a little bit tight, and maybe in the morning when I wake up, it'll have a little bit more edema under it because now it's the end of the day. But I have to say, I got this done on a Friday, and tomorrow's Monday morning. This is like definitely no downtime, really. I mean, you saw it wasn't horrible. I went out Friday night, and now I could go to work tomorrow, and in fact, I'm going to be filming the 12-month mommy makeover video tomorrow, and I'm going to be fine. Even though the swelling's gone down and we can easily coat with makeup and live a normal life, we're really looking for that change. And so we're going to keep documenting this to see as these spots fade down, because you can see like there's these ones, there's this one in the center of my nose. Looks like this one is starting to ripen up here on the top of my forehead. It's exciting though, like really exciting. Here's the next morning. So it's Monday. So if you are going to work, I think you'd be totally fine. I just woke up and you can see that there's the little bit of swelling underneath, but I thought that that would happen because, you know, underneath your eyes, you can be puffy naturally, and this area is just swelling because of the trauma that I experienced on Friday. I'm excited about it because it's going to build that collagen there and mitigate those vessels that we see. Because as you get thicker, firmer skin, you also are able to hide the vascularity that you would see through thin skin. Things are still healing up. It'll be interesting again to see what happens with like the red spots and all of these things that I'm noticing. Now it's time to put on some sunscreen. It's been 72 hours now, and my skin is looking still kind of the same as it did this morning. I don't see any of the redness really fading down. Definitely the under eyes have definitely started to come down, but that's also kind of the end of the day. So we'll see what it looks like again in the morning. Today my face felt very plump. It was awesome. Also, Christy is on our app right now getting ready to do some mesotherapy.
You probably want to go with like a 31, 32.
So there are amazing things that go on inside of our app. It's the Skin and Wellness app linked here. I think you should check it out if you're into beauty concepts, DIY, and figuring out the best way to take care of yourself at home. 5 a.m. Tuesday morning, I'm up for hot yoga. There are little spots on my face that you can see that are healing up, which I'm super excited because these were like broken capillaries or vessels you could see. They are healing up. So I'm excited to see what happens. It's Tuesday night. Here's a quick check. So again, the things that seemed to get darker and targeted were these spots on my face that she was able to hit. My lip, she did, but it doesn't seem like anything got really dark there. There is this spot right here on my nose that she really went in for. So hopefully that is going to heal up nice. And then at my forehead, it looks like it's healing up. This spot here, other spots. They're very small spots. I think it's going to be amazing. It's early Wednesday morning and I'm getting ready for that walkie-talkie where I'm going to talk about MOTS-C. So it'll be linked here and you can go check it out. But what I'm noticing is that there's a lot of color I feel like picking up in my face. It's almost like a texture to my skin. My skin doesn't feel as smooth as it did yesterday. Definitely a lot of the swelling underneath my eyes is now completely dissipated, but it looks so much smoother. I'm definitely noticing some kind of like textural difference right now and color. It's Thursday morning. Let's check out what's going on. I don't know what this is. I noticed like a darker spot here on my skin this morning, but it could be nothing. It could actually be I did self-tanner yesterday on my body and I may have like accidentally knocked my face and not known it. The little red issue on my nose is definitely healing up. This spot right here is healing up. The spots on my forehead are starting to heal up. I don't know. I don't know what to think. I mean, it's definitely come down in inflammation, obviously. Just keep going. It's 5 a.m. Friday morning, so 1 week following having my treatment done, and this is what we're looking like this morning. I think one of the things that I've noticed and loved the most is really how impactful it's been underneath my under eyes. And I had a bruise here and I still have it. And I think that it's still going to heal up. I don't know if 1 week out from the laser treatment is a fair description of what the full benefits are. But as far as like any trauma to your face, definitely it's pretty much resolved. Like here's that nose where there was like a little red mark there. Here's a little bit of maybe what's left of that red mark, but it's pretty much on. Up on my forehead, I had like a mark here and it's gone. So really quite impressive. Plus that trauma is going to encourage collagen stimulation, which takes over 3 months to really see the full benefits and boost up. I think this area is going to fill in with more dermal material, which will help camouflage that bruise. Same on this side. And the vascularity that I have underneath my eyes should continue to be camouflaged as collagen boosts and grows there. It's exciting. Saturday morning check-in. So it's been 8 days. Definitely my skin is feeling a little bit softer and not like almost like a textured experience. Some of those skin cells just released and now it's softer and smoother. Definitely the redness in the spots and noticing like where I did have broken vessels, especially in this area, have definitely reduced. It's really incredible. And then my under eyes are now like
much tighter, you can still see there's blue and purple under there. And that's just because I need more density of skin to help hide it. But I also think that this little bruise or vessel that's here is still healing because it looks a lot better than it did before I had the treatment. It's been 2 weeks since I had the Vbeam treatment done on my face. I wanted to do a full week afterwards because I wanted to see if there was any extra clearing or what the full process of it is. As far as collagen production goes, obviously that takes months, so we're not necessarily looking at thicker skin, but we're looking at, did the blood vessels that were more dilated or broken in my face recover in the last 2 weeks? For me, it's noticeable on the different areas of my face that seem brighter and lighter, and obviously I can see that some of the broken capillaries that I had around my nose or on my cheeks are now gone. So for $600, which is what my full face treatment costs, you guys, there's like nothing I've tried that actually gets rid of blood vessels like this. Yes, you can grow more collagen to help thicken the skin and diminish and camouflage what you see when you have vessels that are closer to the skin. But in the end, nothing has drastically reduced them as fast as this. And that was my experience also with the Vbeam when it treated my scars from the tummy tuck and breast lip. All I can say is that this dye pulse laser is really incredible. And if there's one near you and you want your face to be brighter and clearer without any downtime, I think it's kind of incredible. And obviously my lighting from day to day and from beginning to end has not been consistent. And so I know that there'll be people who judge that. I don't live in an incubator, so just keep that in mind, but I do try to share insight. And you guys know that I've been through a lot of stuff over all these years. And so when I share something with you where I really think that it's effective and amazing, I hope that you just take that for what it is. I'm not trying to sell you guys on the Vbeam. This was just my own experience. I'm not affiliated with Dr. No's office or with Vbeam Prestige or anything like that. I do pay for these things. So hopefully that gives a little bit more credit to what I'm sharing with you guys. Please remember that obviously whenever you do these kinds of things, you need to protect your skin. Your blood vessels can become agitated or broken or closer to the surface if you do not protect your skin with sunscreen. Nothing that I use or try is a magic bullet, and I do a lot of other things to protect my skin, daily sunscreen that I reapply. No factor in our lives is stronger than our nutrition and the sun that breaks down our skin. So always keep those things in mind when you are looking to improve your life and the complexion that you have. You can spend all the money in the world on these lasers, on these skin treatments, etc. But if you can't commit to sunscreen, then don't waste your money. And with that, I'll see you guys on the next video.
Yo soy el que su novio teme. Call me señor, still baby. She never tell me maybe where she gets some plata she pay me. Talking about how her daddy got figures, she ain't talk about you. Eso se trata del bambi. Yo soy el que su novio teme. Call me señor, still baby. She never tell me maybe where she gets some plata she pay me. Talking about how her daddy got figures, she ain't talk about you. Eso se trata del bambi.